Hi guys, here we go again. This is mission 3 of campaign A for those of you who want to see it through to completion. So this is where I have my chance to win. I've successfully got through mission 1 of campaign A and mission 2. This is the 3rd Division of the Canadian Corps. So their final mission and their final advance up Vimy Ridge is here. Just to recap on the story so far, I'm currently left with my sergeant. 2 rifle squads made it through out of the 6 that started, and we lost another one on the way which joined up with us after mission 1. We lost them in mission 2 as well, so we've lost 5 rifle squads altogether. We lost our original MG team, but we were reinforced with a new one after the first mission, and they're still with us. And we've got our original grenade squad here as well. So we're down to 5, and the reinforcement chart between missions 2 and 3 tell me that I can add 1 unit only when I have 5 remaining. So I can bring in, well, I'm going to bring in another rifle squad. Well, I can only bring in another rifle squad, I should say, because for this mission, for this campaign, you can only have 1 MG team, 1 grenade max. So I've got those still. So, and obviously only 1 sergeant always. So I'm going to bring in a rifle squad, which is desperately needed anyway. So I've got 3 of those now. As I said, we brought in G before we lost them, so we're now bringing in Rifle Squad H. The letters are not so important, they just sort of help build the narrative, so I can see that C and F were originals from my original forces right back at the start of Vimy Ridge. Rifle H, we've just picked them up now on the way up, and they've joined with us, and we're making a final push up the ridge. Okay, let's have a quick look at the flavour text. Excuse me. The 3rd Division realised that their left flank was exposed due to the lack of progress made by the 4th Division to the north and to their left. They were ordered to form a divisional defensive line along their flank. So the objective here then is to occupy all 3 of the red outlined tiles, these 3 here, simultaneously, so all at the same time, with no adjacent German units. So no German units on any of these adjacent tiles here. And if we do that, we win the campaign, and that's us setting up our defensive line, if you like. And remember, we've got the 4th Division over here somewhere who've got into a spot of bother. The 4th Division is actually the final campaign in the book, campaign D, and is the toughest of the lot. They have to take Hill 145 and another piece of high ground known as the Pimple, which were particularly nasty places, and I'll leave you to find out how nasty that is when you get there. Okay, brave guys. All right, so let's set up the Germans then. Again, I'm going to do this really quickly. Say this is just to complete the playthrough. If you want to see how to play this game in more detail, then watch the first video in this series, which is the instructional playthrough. So I'm going to set these up nice and quickly. So it says place 1 German MG on the bunker. So he goes there. For the other 3, we're going to roll a d6, add 3 to the result. So we want 3 different results here, which we have. We've got 3, 5, 6. We're going to add 3 to the result and place an MG on that tile. So that's going to be 6 and 8 and 9. All right, so they're all over there. Okay, that's quite interesting. So mainly to the right hand side, and this is where we're heading for, remember, so you know, could be worse, I guess, although they will turn no doubt and push their fire across here. So that's them done. Then we are going to oh, there's no sniper here. That's interesting. That's good, isn't it? I've forgotten about that. There's no sniper in this mission. That's good. No German sniper. Excellent. So then we're going to place 6 rifles on the remaining empty trench tiles. So we fill up the trenches with German rifle squads like this, and there we are. That's what we're facing. Then we're going to place our remaining troops. We have 6 squads, remember, here. So how are we going to do this? Well, not a fan of these 2 columns here because they're immediately an MG fire, so we've got to be a bit careful with that. I'm quite, you know, and he's there as well, isn't he? He's there, so how are we going to play this? Maybe we do come right, maybe if we come right up the right hand side, because then he can't get us. He's struggling. If we stay out, yeah. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's pop the sergeant and the MG and a rifle squad in there, and then the other 3 in here. Let's see how that goes. Let's see how it goes. I appreciate I've got to then get right across the map, but you can move diagonally, so it doesn't really make too much difference. But oh dear, is that right? Is that the best, or should I? No, it's not really, not is it? It just makes it's unintuitive. I feel like I should be starting over here and just accept that I have a bunker problem there. So maybe I. Oof, tough. So the temptation always think, oh, I'll stick my rifle guys in the line of fire, you know, because I want to save these special teams, MGs and grenades and stuff, particularly the sergeant. But it's not always easy to do things as your rifle squads deplete, as we saw in the previous mission. And if I lose all three of those, I'll lose the game. So I've got to be careful. I think I want the MG squad, the MG team there, because I just want them to lay down fire onto this bunker. Okay, let's go for it. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's nasty. Well, that is a nasty setup, actually. It's a nasty setup. I could have been one of these further back would have been nice. Oh well, it is what it is. At least it's not real, Mike. Yeah, it could be worse, couldn't it? Right, artillery fire. So let's do the artillery barrage. We're hoping some good outcomes here. Remember, it's 5 dice on each German unit, but cover rules apply. So 4 on here. Looking for 6s. Oh, he's pinned. That's great. Just what we needed. Okay, this rifle squad is fine. No 6s. This rifle squad is lost. Excellent. He's hit with 2 6s there. This MG team is also hit. Wow, that's excellent. This guy here is pinned. Ooh. I can sense victory already. This MG squad here is fine. Okay, don't count your chickens. Rifle squad is fine. This rifle squad is pinned. Rifle squad next to him is pinned. And the rifle squad in the back corner is okay. So there's my rolling artillery barrage sweeping over the enemy and clearing the way a little. Right, orders 1, 2 for the sergeant, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1 each for all the other adjacent units or on the same tile. So 7 in total. And away I go. So a lot less to worry about now, particularly those two. They were nasty. One's gone, one's pinned. Brilliant. What's he doing? He's down there and down there, isn't he? So I don't have to worry about him just yet. So let's just go for it. Yeah, let's push. I'll just keep my sergeant back a little this time. I think I got a bit overexcited last time and put him in more danger than he needed to be. Remember, if you lose your sergeant, you lose the game. So move those 2 up. That's 1 order each. That's those 2 gone. Then I'm going to push these guys up as well. That's 3 more. That's it. I'm going to save those 2 orders, I think. Leave it at that. Okay, automatic attacks then. So we've got on this guy here, we have an MG team firing and 2 rifles. No crossfire because they're all coming the same direction. He's in a bunker, so that's 2. So we've got 4 dice. He's already pinned, so I'm looking for 2 6s really to hit him. And I've missed. No point pinning a pinned unit, they just stay pinned. So I needed a hit, which is 2 6s, and I didn't get it. This guy here is being attacked by a rifle. In fact, a rifle only, isn't he? Grenades can't reach, sergeant's out of range. Oh well. So 1 die, and that's removed because he's in cover, which removes a die, so don't get to do that. So that's my first turn. Then we move to German pinned units. So this guy here gets a 4. He's already facing somebody in range, so he'll stay there. This MG gets a 3. He wants to turn to face, but he can't because there's no one in his facing. He gets a 5, so he does turn to face the nearest unit, even though it's out of range. And the guy at the back there gets a 3, so again, he will turn to face the nearest unit because he has nobody in his facing that way. So he'll turn to face them, even though they're out of his range. Okay, that's them done. Then they attack, but I think we're going to be okay here. Just a rifle squad, and they're in cover, so that's not going to work. His 1 die will be removed by this cover. Nobody else is doing anything particularly interesting. So pinned units, there's no sniper, remember here, so it says that here, sniper attack, none, just to remind you. This pinned unit here gets a 1, which is no action. Brilliant. This guy gets a rally, so he's back. When they rally, they don't change the facing straight away, just stay where they are. This guy gets a 2, so no action. And this guy gets a 3, which means he wants to retreat, and does indeed retreat off the map. So another unit gone. And I was just about to say things are looking good then, but I'm now rolling for the German event. And yeah, these are always bad, remember. I've got units on squares 2, 3 and 4, so yeah. Oh, it's a 4. Yeah, it's a 4. So there's mortar fire coming in, and this is where, you know, until you're out these mortar squares or got a considerable, you know, significant number of troops out of them, you're always in danger. So the mortar lands on this square here. In fact, it lands on all the 4s, but there's unfortunately only 1 of them with my troops on. But I do have 3 units on there. So all 3 units, they're not in cover, are they? No, they're not. Oh, joy. So all 3 units are going to get hit by 6d6. So let's go with Rifle C first. And he's fine. He's fine. There's no 6s there. And let's go with Rifles H. This is the new unit we just picked up. They're fine as well. Wow. This is feeling bad for the MG team. Could it possibly... Oh, I thought it was going to be no 6s at all, but there's 2 there, look. So, you know, these things balance out, don't they? So I've lost my MG team. That's not good, is it? And this is a final mission. I'm not going to recover them anyhow, rather. There's no way of recovering them now, so I've lost them for good. So I'm down to 3 rifles, a grenade and a sergeant. Of course, I need 3 units to win the campaign, because I need to put 1 there, 1 there, 1 there simultaneously at the same time. You know, it's no good moving through, and you know, I've got to get 3. So I can only lose a couple more. Then I start to lose the whole thing. Okay, whatever, that's the first turn. Right, so back to me. So sergeant gets 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 orders, plus the 2 we've already got. Gives me 8, which is a nice sum. I'm going to try and keep these together and move up this side, and I can get out of the way of this guy now. He's in danger of turning and facing my sergeant. Let's shift. Let's go, let's go, let's go. He's still pinned, which is good. He's a danger, because he may well turn and face that way. That's the safest square at the moment. So I think for now, I'm going to push up 1, 2, 3 guys all into there, which is 3 orders. 1, 2, 3. Oh, what do I do with him? Not sure. Let's push my sergeant up, because I want to get him out of that line of facing there. Plus he's in cover still, and he needs to give orders to them. He needs to be in touch with these guys, give them orders. Well, not to accrue orders, I should say. You can still order units that aren't adjacent to you, but you don't accrue those orders at the start to actually use. So that's 3, 4, yeah, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I've got 4 orders left. Tempting to bring in some mortar fire. And if I'm going to do that, 1, 2, 3 orders. So mortar fire on him, that's 6d6. He gets 1 for the cover he's in, because he's in a trench. So 5d6. Oh, yes. Look at that. I got 3 6s in 5 dice. Good, isn't it? He's gone. That takes him out. This is going to be a very quick campaign, this one, or a very quick mission, I should say, in the final bit of the campaign. So that's a great result, because I've got 1 order left, and I'm going to shuffle him up to there, I should say. Shuffle him up to there. Great. That's me done. German unpinned units. So this rifle guy here, I just suddenly thought if he throws a grenade, which he would on a 2, he would be grenading all these at 66 and no cover. Fortunately, he's rolled a 4. He's already facing a load of units within range, so he stays where he is. This MG here gets a 3, so he wants to turn to face, but he can't, because he's got no units on his facing, so he actually stays where he is. Would have faced my sergeant if I left him there. This rifle guy gets a 5. He's already facing the nearest unit. He stays where he is. And the rifle at the back there gets a 4. And again, he's already facing the only units he can face. So he stays where he is. Then they fire. And the only thing I can see is that these guys are being shot at now by 2 rifle squads. Okay, which is not ideal, because they get 2 dice and 1 extra because there is crossfire. there's 2 different directions of fire. These guys are not in cover, are they? They are not in cover. So it's 3 dice per unit. Yeah, okay, it's not ideal. Let's go again. Rifle F is fine. Rifle H, oh, he's pinned. He's pinned. And Grenade Squad A is fine. They are fine. Okay. That's their attack phase. Pinned unit, so this MG here will get a 1, which means he is no action. And this rifle squad gets a 6, so he rallies. He rallies. Okay. German event. Oh, it's more mortar fire. Come on, really? It's on that... Oh, it's on the square. Oh, yuck. I need to get off this. This is torture. And I should say a little bit unlucky, particularly because he's targeted my heaviest tile again. So this again, he rolled a 2, so he's hitting all the 2s. Oops. He's hitting all the 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. But you know, so it's only this one's got units on it, but it will hit every unit on every tile that's got a 2 on it. So 66 on all of these. Let's do rifles H first. They're already pinned, so only a hit will mean anything there. They've pinned again, so that's fine. So rifles H are fine. Rifle F. Oh, he's gone. Oh dear. And what I thought was an easy victory is beginning to look dodgy. Grenades A. Oh! Oh dear. He's been caught up in mortar fire and he's gone. We are down to the very bare bones. We have 2 rifle squads, one of whom is pinned, and a sergeant. We are struggling in all kinds of ways. We cannot afford to lose another unit. I've got to get off these tiles because I need to get one of the, I now need to get one of each of these 3 into there. Wow. How quickly has that gone wrong? Right, back to me, Sergeant. 2, 3, 4 orders. Okay, we've got to rally this guy. We've rallied him. Remember, he's 1 away, so I needed a 2+. We've rallied him for an order, so he's rallied. Got 3 orders left, so I've got to just push the rifles up, haven't I? Makes, you know, 1, 2 orders. They charge into the trench, kill those guys. Automatic kills. He's in the bunker, he's in there. So we've got one of those hexes already. He might as well face that way, I guess. I don't know. What does he do? It doesn't really matter, does it? But he might as well. In fact, it doesn't matter. So whatever. And I've got 1 order left. I'm going to have to push my sergeant up. Might as well go there. Yeah, might as well just go there. Because I don't want him in any kind of... He's not in cover there, so he would get shot at by a rifle. And knowing my luck, he'll get a 6, which will pin him. So that'll slow us down again. So I'm going to push my sergeant there for that final order. Next time I'll get 2, 3, 4. And I've got to watch this minimum orders here. If I don't get more than 2 orders in a turn, again, the game ends. Okay. Still feeling reasonably confident, actually. Depending what this... Yes, machine gun is a pain, because he's now going to... Yeah, whatever. Right, let's see what they do. So I've done that. I'm going to shoot. I don't think I can shoot anyone, can I? He gets 1 die on him, but he's in a trench, so he'll lose that die. He's not shooting anyone. He's not. So that's that. German units, unpinned units then. So this guy gets a 5. Yeah, I knew he would. So he'll turn and face the nearest unit. So he's now firing down the trench at us. This guy gets a 4. He can't turn and face, so we'll stay where he is. This guy gets a 2, so he chucks a grenade into this tile here, but there's nobody there, that's good. And this guy gets a 3, and he can't turn and face, so we'll stay where he is. Then they get to fire, and it's only the MG team that's doing that, but that is 5 dice, and this is I'm a bit on eggshells now, because that's 5 dice. He's in a trench, that's 1 less. That's 4 dice, and if he gets 2 6s, the game is over. Ooh! He gets none. I'm fine. I'm fine. Come on. We can do this. We can do this. Pinned units, there aren't any. Back to the events. They got a 4. So they're mortaring the 4 tiles, and they have missed. Okay, now if they'd mortared 1, they'd have mortared my sergeant, but the sergeant cannot be killed by more. Your sergeant cannot be killed by mortar artillery fire, it says here. And that's because it's a very frustrating way to lose, is to have your sergeant mortared, which is kind of outside. You know, it's a bit bit hit and miss, isn't it? A bit luck. So I'm just taking that as a rule. You know, I don't know, Sergeant uses his experience somehow to avoid it or whatever. Can be pinned by it, but can't be killed by it. So he's okay there. But anyway, that's that done. Our turn. Sergeant gets 2, 3, 4 orders. So we're back up to 4 on the orders chart. And it's really just a case of moving in, isn't it, now? I mean, this rifle guy's got to shift up into the woods. Doesn't really matter where he faces again. This guy moves. You know, he might as well move out of... He could move into there, but he might as well move out of the MG. Fire. Yeah, he's going to move out of the MG fire. And then next turn he can move there, and he can, yeah, okay, and the sergeant's going to stay there. So that's 2 orders used. Wait, was that 2 orders used? Yeah, because they were there, weren't they? So they've both, okay, so they've moved up. Sergeant's going to stay there. Oh no, hang on. Think about it, Mike. He'll get 2 orders if he's there. Only. But I've got 2 in the bank, so that'll be 4. If he gets pinned by mortar fire, for example, he'll only get 1 order, but that's still enough to keep me... Yeah, okay, I'm happy. Ish. Right, that's me done. Then we fire, but he's out of range for that. He's hitting him, but he'll lose that die because he's in a trench. So that's fine. Okay, nothing to do there. German unpinned units then. So this MG gets a 3, wants to turn to face someone, but he can't, so he stays where he is. This rifle guy gets a 5, he'll turn to face. This rifle guy gets a 3, he'll turn to face nearest unit, and this guy gets a 3, and he can't face anyone, so he'll stay there. Then they fire. The MG's not hitting on, he's not. But these 2 rifles are both shooting him, which is not great, actually, because that's 2 dice, 1 each, and crossfire, because they're coming from 2 different directions. He's in the open, of course, which is something I perhaps didn't think about. Anyway, 3 dice on this guy. Ooh! Good Lord. Almost. He's pinned. He's pinned, and this is becoming, very hit and miss, very close. Yes, okay, so they've attacked. They have no pinned units, but now we get an event. Oh dear, we really don't want reinforcements. 3, mortar fire on 3s. Bang, 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 there. Missed. Lucky we're not getting any... If they'd been reinforcing with MGs back here, then we'd be, you know... Reinforcements come on the lowest tile, so they would put an MG or a rifle squad into here. An MG in particular would be disastrous for us, wouldn't it? Although now we can clear it, but earlier it would have been not great. So we've been lucky in that respect, a bit unlucky with the mortar fire. Again, these things balance themselves out. Back to me, I've got 2 orders for the sergeant only, but I've now got 4 in total, so carried 2 forward. So what can we do? We can win this, but we need a bit of luck to do so. He is going to move... No, he doesn't need to. Doesn't need to. He is going to move there. Might as well face that rifle down there, I suppose, because you can at least shoot him. So that's 1 order. And then he's going to rally this guy, who is 1 away, so needs a 2+, which he gets. So he's rallied for the 2nd order. And then for a 3rd order, he is going to move into there. And that means that I have now occupied all 3 of the red outlined tiles simultaneously with no adjacent German units on these here to win the campaign. Get in. Well done, the 3rd Division. Thanks, guys. Good luck.